Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. If you look at Detroit, they pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
Well, I think for Dallas, they've had a consistent start to the season. I'm sure they'll have some ups and downs eventually, but right now, there haven't been too many surprises from them.
A look at Indiana's starting group. At small and power forward, it'll be Matherin and Siakam. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. And it's Huff in at the 5. And for Dallas, Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. A pair of first overall picks of the front court. Flag and Davis. And it's Lively in at the 5, down low. And Tim, last May, Dallas with a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. But it happened.
Incredibly, it ends up with the arrival of Cooper Flag, which appeases a Mavs fan base that was just about in open revolt. So there's hope both now and in the future.
Just 5 on the clock. Siakam, no good. Outside Irving. Davis, a screen. Huff pulls it in. And here are the Pacers now. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Siakam looking it over. Pass to Halliburton. The 3. Lively grabs the miss. Irving, the pass to Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Yeah, that's as easy as it gets for Davis. The defense can't let him get established positioning inside.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Siakam from outside the arc. The Pacers again can't hit. And Dallas with possession. Here's Flag. Outside Davis. Davis with a screen on Halliburton. Irving against Halliburton. Irving, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
You talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. 80 is towards the top of that list.
Now here's Siakam. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Fires the 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Irving with it. Defended by Halliburton. Down low. Here's Nembhard. Here's Siakam. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And for all the talk of unicorn centers, a lot to be said for a rim-running big man like Derek Lively, Tim.
Yeah, his mobility fits the modern game, B.A. He can move his feet, which allows him to cover in space. And then, on the break and as a rim roller, watch your head. Well, he is so clever with the ball in his hands. Irving just dominating the defense in pick and roll.
Nembhard outside. Back to Halliburton. Outside Matherin. From downtown, another 3 for Indiana.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Flag. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. We've got 1:23 left in the opening quarter. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. And a slam dunk by Lively.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a 1-possession game. Well done.
And Timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So Indiana ends up going with a new group. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Third is Kyrie Irving.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
McConnell outside. Pass to Shepard. Neesmith on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Bradley, covered by Lively. Lively with a block. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. And the Pacers also making a change. Siakam's checked in. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Irving. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Davis with a screen on McConnell. Irving, the pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's McConnell. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. There's Neesmith with the 3. Davis for the rebound. Irving looking it over. Gafford with a screen on McConnell. Irving for 3. Got it off in time. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Dallas on top, leading by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
You figure they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And Indiana, looking at who they've got. They've got T.J. McConnell, Obi Toppin out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Shepard, and it's Neesmith in at the 3. Now here's Irving. His last outing, we saw him score 22. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, BA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Now here's Siakam. Toppin, a screen on Irving. McConnell passes to Siakam. No good on the triple. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And the dunk by Gafford.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position from the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Tyrese Halliburton's checked in for Shepard. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Toppin outside. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Halliburton for 3. They get the rebound. Halliburton on the wing. Tries again. Inside. Halliburton gets it to fall.
He can move around with the big boys. Halliburton not giving in on the interior.
McConnell against Russell. On the wing, Christie. Back to Russell. Washington, a screen on McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Russell. Indiana with a rebound. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting him away. They were completely dominated.
A reliable distributor. Russell will find ways to set his guys up.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Halliburton. Left side, Neesmith. Three-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks lead by 4. Russell with the ball. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Exum. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
McConnell finds Toppin. Lets it fly. Halliburton's shot is good. Halliburton's got his second basket.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, from deep, Christie's shot is off.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And legs of late, a significantly larger role for Max Christie.
Yeah, Brian, he was a former second-round pick and part of that earth-shattering Davis-Doncic trade. But Max Christie has shown himself ready to step up at both ends of the court.
Some changes for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Siakam. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Toppin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Neesmith passes to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Washington grabs the miss.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. "35 seconds left in the second." Again, the miss by Dallas.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
Pass to Neesmith. They set the pick. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 12. Shot's good by Mathurin. Mathurin's got 5 now.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Outside Irving. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Dallas on top. They lead by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Look here now at the Mavericks. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I gotta say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say, they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Pacers.
They've done everything they can to shoot their way out of this contest. Somehow, they're still in it. Got to make the most of that opportunity.
It just takes a few to fall to open up the floodgates.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You got to like what Anthony Davis has done in this game.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Here's Irving. A pair of first overall picks in the front court. Flagg and Davis. Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. And it's Lively in at the center position. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
You know, Flagg wasn't going to let that dunk chance pass him by.
Up top, Siakam. Clock at 6. Shoots over Davis. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got his second basket of the night. And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavs, leading by 5. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Halliburton against Irving. On the wing, Matherin. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Matherin's got his third basket of the night.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
The drive by Irving is Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now here's Siakam. Davis with the block.
That is textbook rim protection from Davis. Going after the ball without making contact on the shooter.
Halliburton against Irving. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Flagg. Lively with a screen on Matherin. Takes it inside. And here's Davis. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
Dallas needs to get off a shot. Irving for 3. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back to you.
Priority straight. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Now here's Irving. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far.
2 minutes.
Here's Flagg. Indiana with a rebound. They host the Hawks after this one, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Matherin, and T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nimhart. All sorts of time, and the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Gafford with a screen on McConnell. Here's Russell. Rejected by Siakam.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end. Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Now here's Russell. He's scoreless. Washington outside. Again, the miss by Dallas. Pacers trail by 5. And here's Siakam for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Right wing. Washington passes to Gafford. Outside Russell. For 3. Offensive rebound.
Pacers foul.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Foul. First team foul.
He's off on the first. Good on the second one. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
And here's Shepard for three. The Pacers again can't hit. The steal. And we've watched three so far in this one. Dallas on top, up 6. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
And we got to clean up that inside. Got to clean it up. Guard without fouling. Keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
He sounds like he's looking for more focus in the painted area.
It's all about effort, really. Coach Carlisle wants more hustle from his group.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Shepard. Aaron Nesmith is out there with Toppin. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Siakam in at the 5. Now here's Russell. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Give a big round of applause to your defense crew.
And so it's Dallas with it. 4-point game, and it's Irving off the drive. And he gets that one.
But Kyrie still getting to the rim at will, even after more than a decade in this league.
Siakam against Davis. McConnell outside. Back to Toppin. Shot clock at 5. Here's Siakam. High percentage range, Siakam.
Oozing with confidence late in the shot clock. I love it. Siakam believing that he can hit.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on T.J. McConnell. Well, great to see Kyrie Irving back on the court and producing, Tim.
Yeah, with that ACL tear coming late in the season, it really set him back. The game is just better with Kyrie in action, making highlights on a nightly basis.
Indiana making a switch here. Halliburton is checked in. And a slam dunk by Lively.
That's a nice read by Irving to start that break. And the #1 thing, top of the whiteboard, take care of the basketball.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Irving with it. And it's McConnell picking him up. Flag. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Yeah, and this young kid Flag has so much confidence in his scoring ability, and that makes him dangerous off the catch.
Here's Siakam. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Lively.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Pacers trail by 11. Toppin, a screen on Thompson. Halliburton. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Davis. AD doing what he does.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Some changes for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Toppin. Benedict Matherin comes in for Neesmith. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for McConnell.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Now Davis. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Pacers trail by 13. Halliburton outside.
2 minutes.
Here's Huff, covered by Lively. Davis pulls it down.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level. Yeah, Kyrie is such a high IQ player. He is so good at breaking down a defense and finding ways to score in tough situations.
Davis. Nembhard there for the rebound. Pacers trail by 15. Halliburton driving to the basket. Oh, no good again that time.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Mavericks.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kyrie Irving.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
Here's Halliburton. The Mavs get their last shot to go. And there's a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. It's cleared away by Thompson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Lively. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Outside Thompson. Knocks down the long J. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Kyrie, what does it mean for this team getting the production off the bench that we saw tonight?
It's big time. When you're a basketball player and you're able to make the right plays and play at a high intensity level and really come out and make an impact on the game, no matter if you're starting or coming off the bench. We've seen special guys do that. I'm glad we came out and handled business. It's a good win.
This team is so unselfish. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.